Can you give us like an X's and O's technical breakdown? 126, 120. You're in the timeout, and the reads you're seeing on that one pick and roll where you get to the left wing. Like, can you take us to the point guard's technical mindset on that specific play?
Initially I was just trying to get to the paint and get downhill and just make a play. But throughout the game they were kind of going under on my ball screen, so I drove it, I think, right first, and he went under. Then I drove it left again, he went under again. And once he went under twice, I just stepped back and shot the three with confidence, and it was able to go in.
And how happy are you for Kylor? First double-double with the team, steps in and does really well in this bench role today.
No, big time. He played great. Energy was there, a lot of dunks. He's definitely a huge lob threat for us. So us just getting to the paint and throwing the ball to the rim and just letting him go make plays. And him just crashing offensive glass, defensive glass, just bring a lot of energy to the team. So we needed that a lot.
Jeff, you finished the first quarter with 0 points, and by halftime you had 14, and ended the game as the team's leading scorer. What do you see on the court that makes you decide to be either Jeff the facilitator versus Jeff the scorer?
Just kind of find my rhythm and flow throughout the game. Just kind of read the defense. I guess I just start off the game just getting my teammates involved. A lot of guys were making shots, so I was just focusing on just moving the ball, letting them get a rhythm. And then towards the second quarter, I was finally able to get to my spots, get downhill, finish, and just kind of have a rhythm for myself scoring wise.
And so many times you make clutch baskets. What does it mean to you to have to or want to be that go-to guy?
Yeah, it just goes to show all the hard work I put in, when the cameras aren't around, just me, working out steadily working on my craft every day, just getting shots up, and I'm just having that confidence in myself when the game was on the line. I know that I can hit big shots for my team, and I was able to do that.
Joe was just in here talking to us, and he spoke very highly of you. You two seem to have a pretty great connection on and off the court. Is that something that came natural, or have you played with someone like Joe before?
No, never. I don't think I played with anybody like Joe. But, no, I think it's just natural. Just two guys who love, play the game of basketball. Playing with a shooter like Joe makes the game a lot easier for me, just being able to, find him in transition, find him in open spots. And he's a heck of a shooter. So I have full confidence in him, to knock down open shots. So, I think it's just natural.
And you are both so calm, especially in the clutch, in the close. Do you think that kind of translates to the rest of the team? Yeah,
I think so. I think the guys just seeing us how poised and just relaxed we are throughout the end of the game. And that kind of just translates to other guys just, having that same type of calmness and energy towards the end of the game and just knowing that, we can pull away at any moment and just keep having confidence in ourselves that we're going to finish the game out strong.
You had a couple games with the Raptors that were really meaningful. A lot of them were meaningful. But against the Pelicans and Pistons, you played serious high-leverage minutes, 20 minutes in both games. With this experience, how much confidence, what were you seeing out there in those two games? Because you were playing like you were kind of playing in the league. They were with that much poise, it seemed to me anyway.
Yeah, I definitely would say my confidence was sky high, just playing up there with those guys. Getting a lot of run. Coach, trusted in me to have that, those extra minutes here and there. So, I was just trying to help those guys win ball games. That's my goal. Whenever I step on the court, I want to win. So, bring energy, defense, being able to hit open shots. And whenever your name's called, you just have to be ready. So, that's all I was trying to do.
What's the most impactful thing you've taken away from those few games of the Raptors and applied to the 905?
Just being aggressive. Just keep playing your game no matter what team you're on. Just keep being you. Just be yourself. Don't ever switch in between who you are and kind of play different from one team to the other. Just keep being yourself. Keep being aggressive, and it works out for you.
Last one for me. I'm sorry. You had this dunk that you witnessed from OG on DeRozan, and you had this incredible reaction. Could you take us through the emotional arc of witnessing?
So that face actually happened when Drake actually dropped his new album, and when we were listening to it, doing Shoot Around, and I had made the face on one of the songs, and OG looked at me and kind of laughed. So every time he does something on the court, I will always make that same face, and he always laughs every time. So that's kind of where it came from, but it just kept going.
Nicholas Kwan from On Point Basketball. This is as aggressive as I've ever seen you. I feel like in the beginning of the year, this is not something we necessarily would have seen. Do you feel like your confidence has like grown significantly since that first time? Have you made a leap?
Definitely, I would say my confidence is definitely sky high right now, and just playing with a lot of enthusiasm, energy, just going out there and giving it my all this last stretch. We're trying to make a push for the playoffs. We're trying to play postseason, so that's what it's all about. And just continue to be consistent and play how I played tonight, the rest of the games.
Congratulations! This is your first career double-double.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Double congratulations. How does that feel?
Feels amazing to be out there at one of the highest levels and get a double-double. And, yeah.
What did your teammates have to say?
They were excited for me. I was seeing, even on the court, they were really excited for me being out there.
There was one play late in the game, Andrew Damlin from Raptors Republic, where I think it was like an over-the-top pass. They were fronting you. They actually called a foul, and then you hammered it so hard. Was there sort of like an emotional release, even though it was after the whistle, when you threw that dunk down for the journey you've had so far?
Yeah, definitely an emotional release. I was in the heat of the moment. They called the foul, but I didn't really know that it was like, could have been a delay of the game after the whistle, but I did it anyways, just because I was in the heat of the moment.
Nicholas Kwan from On Point Basketball. When you see that the opposing team has a starting unit where their tallest player is like 6'7", 6'8", do you look at that and just like lick your lips a little bit?
A little bit. We definitely had the size advantage. I think the points in the paint were 76 or 73 to 46, so that's probably what our biggest thing we take away from this game.
So you've already demonstrated that you're this bruising, like rolling big man who plays above the rim. What do you want to work on for the rest of the season, and where do you think you need to get better?
Just, he said bruising, but for me, it's like you said I'm a bruiser. For me, I don't think I'm much of a bruiser. I think the physicality would probably be the biggest thing, just to improve on getting physical, getting the rebounds going back up.
With today's great performance, how do you feel you're going to carry on for the next few games? Like, what's your mindset like moving forward?
Just looking at this game and seeing what I can do, just growing that confidence every time I step on the floor.
Did you know that you were going to get some extended run today, or was that just like a run off the bench, let's see what happens?
It's you never know when your name gets called. You always got to be ready. And today, my name got called, first big off the bench, and I was ready.
Is it ever hard to be that ready when your minutes are not known for so much of the season? Has it ever been a challenge for you to sort of be ready, whether or not you get your name called?
You could look back at some games where, early in the season, haven't played in the G League since the COVID year, but my minutes have slowly increased the past couple of games just because I've been ready when my name has been called.
What's it like having the infinity leash you have down here versus what you may be experiencing with the parent club?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I just try to come down here and be super aggressive, take any open shot that I can. So it's a lot of fun to have that green light.
What's it like having Justin Anderson at his size landing directly on top of you under the basket?
Yeah, I thought it was a foul, but I didn't get the call there. He's a strong physical player, though. I got a lot of respect for him and his game.
How's your back?
My back's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all good.
So what have you been able to take from this whole new organization, but you've been with the Raptors for now a decent amount of time? What's that coaching staff sort of given you as instructions to head down here? What have you taken from them?
Yeah, I'm just trying to learn and get better each and every day. Take advantage of any opportunity I get, whether that be with them or down here. Like you just talked about, coming down here and having the ultimate green light where I can work on my game, take tough contested shots that I'll hopefully be taking in NBA games here soon. So it's just a great opportunity to come work on all those things to help me for when I'm back in the NBA.
Nicholas Kwan from On Point Basketball. First of all, congrats on landing your first NBA contract. That must have been a huge deal. Could you just take us through what your emotions were that day when you first signed that?
Yeah, I was super excited. I felt like I did a good job in those 10 days of expressing and just showing what I could do, and just super thankful that they've given me this opportunity throughout the end of the season, and I can tell that they believe in me and want to keep developing me. So it's a great opportunity, a great organization. You can tell that they value winning. So it's awesome to be a part of.
Have you had conversations with the coaching staff on points of emphasis and your development opportunities, and anything specific you can share with us?
Yeah, just keep staying aggressive. Like, obviously, shooting is going to be the reason I'm on the floor, just spacing the floor for guys like Pascal and Scotty who can really create and get downhill and then drive and kick. So being able to knock those down, but also being a good defender. I feel like with my length, my wingspan, I'm a better defender than people think, and just using my athleticism offensively, cutting, rebounding, all those sorts of things. Obviously, shooting is the main thing, but I feel like I can do much more out there.
Any more 905 questions?
Yeah, did you get a chance to develop a relationship with any of either the two-ways or the guys that were on the 905 before you left and then came back?
Yeah, obviously, especially the two ways, just being with them. I shoot with Jeff almost every day, so we've been able to build a good relationship, and I got a lot of respect for his game and just his approach. And just being around the 905, you can tell it's guys that work hard and are hungry to get better. So it's a good atmosphere, a good environment to be a part of. And so I'm just excited to be here and just get out there and play and go shoot.
Yeah.
They cut it to 6. Call a timeout. What was said in that timeout? Because it seemed like you just gave Jeff the keys to the car.
Yeah, I think it was a lot about just finishing the game the right way, taking control, valuing the possessions. Turnovers were about the only thing that was going to really hurt us down the stretch. So getting spaced, simplifying the reach, and just kind of attacking.
Christian's performance, understanding there wasn't really another traditional big for most of the game out there. How do you think he read the defense and was able to find his advantages?
He didn't have like his best game ever, but he was just really solid. He protected the rim for us. Like you said, it was kind of tough matchups for him. Samuels is a heck of a player. He gets out of the pick and roll with so much speed. So he's got to do a great job kind of being up and sprinting back against somebody like that who's so aggressive on his rolls. And then offensively, I thought he read it pretty well. He made some nice passes. He was able to kind of roll, collapse the paint, put some pressure on the paint, and then that kind of freed up kick out. So it might not necessarily have been his assist, but it was kind of like a roller assist.
Kylor got extended minutes today, made his impact on the game. Can you talk about your satisfaction with his performance today?
Yeah, Kai's been great lately, both in games and in practices. He's a great teammate. He plays super hard. He did a heck of a job on the offensive glass. I think it was his first double-double with us. He runs the court super well, and then defensively he does a good job protecting the paint. So Kai did everything we wanted him to do tonight and did a great job of it.
Did it seem to you, it seemed just from watching from the side, that the team was playing like they were having a lot of fun out there? They were smiling, they were communicating. Is that something that you noticed on the bench as well?
Yeah, it's a fun group of guys. And we got to play 10, 11 guys tonight. Nobody had super extended minutes. So everyone's kind of cheering for each other. And the new guys who didn't get the chance to check in today, they were still great on the bench. I thought the bench was awesome, like you said. So it's a better energy, and plus it's just nice to be at home after not being here for a while. And the home crowd kind of gives you some of that juice, and then the players feed off it, and it just kind of grows.
And you mentioned that you wanted to see more from Jeff. Was this the game that you wanted to see from Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff played well. 9 assists is always great. I keep trying to get him into double digits on three-point attempts, so hopefully that keeps climbing. But overall, I thought that was a good game, and then I also thought Sterling facilitated really well too. He moved the ball both halves, but especially the first half.
I know you often emphasize playing the game the right way, but are you at this point now emphasizing the standings and looking at positioning for the end of the year?
I think they go hand in hand. You play the right way, you're probably more likely to win too. So they're definitely not exclusive. So standings are important, but we got to take control of what we can take control of and try and just get every win. We got 5 games at home here, so we won the first one. We got 4 more to go.
Is it something you're using in conversation though when you're looking to do your pregame plan to motivate the guys?
I mean, post All-Star break, especially after those Chicago losses, we've been talking about every game's a playoff game from here on out. So.
Nicholas Kwan from On Point Basketball. Reggie Perry has been a staple of your rotation for a long time now. What has that adjustment been like without him out there?
Yeah, it's a different style of play. We used to play a lot through the high post. He's such a great scorer and facilitator from there, so we would throw it to the big there. And then now our bigs are a little different. They're more like rim rolling threats and ducking guys. So we just changed our style of play. The ball's obviously in the guard's hands a little bit more now, but there's no new sets or anything like that. We just call them at a different ratio now.
Can you take us through the Ryan Hawkins experience in the beginning of the fourth quarter? There was quite the mixed bag from him, so much good, so much other, if you will. Yeah,
I think everything was, for the most part, good. Teams keep trying to attack him, and he keeps getting stops. So the offensive stuff, I don't know. He didn't shoot it particularly well tonight, but I don't really care about if a guy's taking the right shots, whether they go in or not. It's just the next shot's just as likely to go in or not. It doesn't matter if he's missed a couple. The only time you'd ever be concerned about that is when guys start turning down shots, and he's not somebody who's going to turn down shots. So he takes the right shots. He sprints hard. He plays good defense. Just a pleasure to have out there.
And is it at all a mental hurdle to know that they essentially had 7 guys, really? Is it at all something that the team needed to get over for parts of the game to you think, oh, they're going to get tired at some point, or to really just take the game at face value?
I mean, we try to inject a bunch of pace into the game to help them get tired, but they're such good athletes on the other team. I know Justin for a few years now, and Trevor McQueen's the MVP last year. Those guys can run all day.